So, hello everyone.
Hello.
I'm Peyton, and I'm here to talk to you about gender equality in the United States. In 2014, out of the most recent data that's available, it was shown that women's annual median wages were only $39,000 compared with $50,000 that men make. Men and women have the same abilities and should be treated equally no matter what. Due to the harsh gender roles our society has created, women are seen as natural domestic caretakers, while men are breadwinners. There are strict, unspoken rules about the things men and women can and cannot do, and it's extremely unfair, as most of you should know. No variation exists between male and female abilities, yet society continues to give each gender uneven regard. These rules need to be demolished. Men and women deserve to be treated equally and should be able to do whatever they want, whenever they want. Women are over-sexualized and treated as toys rather than people. Females are portrayed in all types of media just like Barbie dolls, beautiful but without brains. Television and movies brainwash young girls into believing they must look a certain way or act a certain way to be socially accepted. Beauty products are forced upon young girls at a very young age now than they were 20 years ago because our society has shifted so drastically. In World War II, females took on the roles of men in the work field that left to fight for our country, and were able to accomplish the same exact goals. There's a big difference between what society is saying is possible for women today and how women are actually being depicted. Media outlets contradict themselves in the message they are sending to young women. For example, media tends to tell young girls that they can be the CEO of a company when they grow up, but they forget to mention that girls have to fight to get to the top and will be underpaid no matter what. Girls all over the world are oblivious to the fact that due to gender, they will be mistreated, underpaid, and over-sexualized. Society needs to draw more attention to this issue, or it will continue indefinitely. On the other hand, boys are taught at a young age that they are stronger than girls, and better simply because they're male. Young men are forced to be strong in the face of anything, and raised to be the leader of a household. By implementing these principles, men are taught to believe that they must be in control of their environment at all times and have the power of any woman over any woman in their life. The phrase, "like a girl," is often thrown around to toughen up young men. A video released in 2014 by the company Always claims that this phrase has received a very negative connotation in recent years. In the video, viewers are shown women dramatizing the stereotype associated with the phrase. At some point in the video, the director asks young girls to do the same thing, and they act stronger and more intimidating. This forces the audience to ask, when did "like a girl" become an insult? If men and women are truly respected in the same way, it should not be an insult. Men should use "like a girl" as an encouragement, rather than an insult. It makes one wonder if sexual assault and violence against women is deadening that is brought about by the portrayal of violence and the victimization of women by their environment. Images of masculinity and femininity in the media also encourage the association of masculinity with violence, dominance, and power. Due to these things, boys typically grow up believing that they are better leaders, causing them to be more aggressive in all facets of life. Both genders need to realize that hard work eventually pays off. But if women never receive recognition, there will be less motivation for women to work. According to the White House, on average, full-time working women earn just 78 cents for every whole dollar a man makes. Poverty levels would decrease, starvation would decrease, and average household income would increase if equal wages were put into place. A company would not dismiss someone due to religion, but when it comes to staff, turnover, women are typically let go more often than men. Sex discrimination in employment involves treating someone poorly due to a person's gender, whether they are applying for a job or are currently on staff. Although women have made it clear that they have the ability to perform with the same skills and success in any career, the issue of sex discrimination still holds many back. Gender prejudice in the workforce, although predominantly an issue that requires much more attention, needs to be taken care of. Many people understand that gender stereotypes are real, but do not seem to work to resolve them. The solution begins with parents. If children are taught at a young age that they do not have to succumb to societal standards of what each gender is supposed to do, sexist stereotypes would be eradicated. By depicting more sensitive male roles or dominant female roles, we can nurture young people, to feel comfortable as themselves. The great Ralph Waldo Emerson once said, "To be yourself in a world that is constantly trying to make you something else is the greatest accomplishment." People of this world need to live by this virtue. By encouraging the differences people see in one another, society can grow more independent individuals. When told to encourage each other, people typically resort to compliments and praise, and there is a vast difference between the two. While praise is nice, it can harness many harmful things. When encouragement is given, it fosters continual growth and effort. Encouragement allows room for improvement and makes people want to strive to be better, while praise accepts mediocre things. If society can encourage men and women, people can advance and truly create an environment that is unprejudiced. Conclusively, men and women are equal and should be respected in the same way. Women deserve equal pay and treatment, and men deserve more understanding surroundings. It should be acceptable for a man to cry, or for a woman to go out in public without makeup. The unrealistic gender roles society has created are wrong, and we all know it. Men and women should have equal opportunities. By coming together as a whole society, we can expunge these stereotypical gender roles. And that's it.
Oh, so good.